Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Judy here, and I am going to do a little paint pouring this evening, and I wanted to show you what I have made in the past. I've done these all at my girlfriend's house because she has a big basement and I just have a big table. So I'm going to be using smaller canvases than this, so that way I don't make a big, huge, I guess I should say more of a mess than I normally would, because I get messy doing this. So, but anyway, this is one of them right here that I have done, and I really, really like it. And it's pretty cool because you can sit there and sometimes see pictures in them, especially when you turn them different directions and such. So I really like that one. And then this is another one that I have done to show you real quick. And it's just so much fun because you just never know how they're going to turn out, which I think is just really super cool. And then I have this one. This is on a round canvas, which I thought was really different and neat. And this one I actually did a paint pour, but then I blew it with a straw, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. A technique you can do. So I have that one. And then I had a couple bigger ones that I did. This one, for instance, this is one of my favorites. I really like this orangey color and the gold and the browns all together. So I'm actually going to be hanging this one in my home. So I have that one. And I hope my camera stays the way it's supposed to, guys. It's just been, I think I need a new camera. It just gives me nothing but trouble half the time. And then this one here I thought was really super cool. And I had quit doing it right in the middle of the painting because I started getting this really cool picture of like a ghost, and a really cool ghost, mind you, because there's his hair. But I had to stop because I just thought it was really, really super neat. So I stopped, and I don't know if I'm going to finish putting color on the rest of the canvas. I probably will at some point in time. I just didn't want to mess up where I had it already, so I stopped right there. So I thought that turned out really cool. And I have a few others, but my grandkids took those from me and hung them up in their room, so I am missing a few. And I will try to link everything that I'm using in the description below. I've got these canvases right here. They are by Master's Touch. Well, this one is Master's Touch that you can get at Hobby Lobby. And these ones are actually magnetic squares, so you could actually put them on something magnetic, your refrigerator or whatnot. So I thought those were really cool. I thought I'd do one of those. I have another one that is just a small little circle, and it's a magnet as well. And those are also Master's Touch. And then I also have, I got these from Hobby Lobby as well. Now these ones are called the Fine Touch, so they're a different brand, but you can get them on sale. Like a lot of times they have them right here, like these two 5x7 canvases for $2.49. And then they also have 8x10s that you can get two of them for $2.99. So I was really excited about that. So I have those. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get one out here in a minute. Well, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and get it out anyway. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of these magnetic squares because I think that's really cool. So I'm going to get into the package real quick. And what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get a bunch of paint over the back of it, is I'm going to tape the magnetic part at the back. And I got to get this unpackaged so that it doesn't get all over the place, because it will get all over the back of your pictures and your frames. And so it's best to tape it off. And here I have some, this is Scotch Blue, a painter's tape that you can use. There's also a green one called Frog Tape, and I just happen to have this here because we just got done painting our dining room. So I had a bunch of tape left. This stuff always seems like it wants to stick, so it's just drives me crazy. It wants to tear so easy. All of this painter's tape stuff does. It drives me insane. And it's equally as hard to get off when you tape off your windows and such. But I'm going to tape off the back of that real quick. And probably have to trim it a little bit, but it's all right. And I'll try to be as quick as possible. I actually tried doing a video not too long ago of a paint pour and would have already had it up. Like I said, my camera's been doing silly things, and I was like literally at the end of the tutorial, and I go back to look, and half of my stuff is gone. It was just like, what in the heck is the deal? So I don't know. And since then I've done a video and it turned out fine, but I just am real leery to do this, and then all of a sudden I have to keep doing it over and over and over. So, but anyway, I'm going to trim this off here. Just tear it off, actually. And then we can get started. And since I did, you know, if a little bit gets on it, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I need majority of it to be magnetic, though. I don't know if the actual paint would hurt it any if it got on the magnet part, but I don't want to make it really super messy. That's why I'm wanting to do this. And you guys, I am by no means anywhere close to be a professional at this. It's just something that I have wanted to do for a very, very long time, and me and my girlfriend started doing it at her house, and let me tell you, it's very, very addicting. So just pre-warning you that if you like to paint, this is what's going to happen. So, all right. See, I just should have measured the, should have did this before I even started, but I didn't. I didn't. I will next time, though. All right, and at least I say I will. Now I'm going to have tape stick all to me. Oh, it's just annoying. All right, so I think this is going to be good enough. Good enough. All right, one more. All right, so just fold that over for now. And this is already pre-gessoed, so you don't have to worry about that. Most canvases that you buy are already prepped and ready to go to paint. A lot of times people will paint over the top of them with another color or do it white again. It's completely up to you. All right, and normally you would wear gloves. I'm not even going to wear gloves because my gloves get all messy anyway, and then I have to take them off, and my hands get it all over anyway, so I'm not even going to worry about it. So what we're going to do is you're going to need some cups, and I didn't get any big ones. I have smaller ones. These are ones that I bought at the dollar store. I actually don't have the package for these anymore, but they're just some dollar shot glasses that I got. And with this being a smaller canvas, I'm just going to use like 3 colors and use them to mix in. I actually had these. They came with a kit, but they're like really flimsy, so I'm not using this if I don't have to. I even went and bought Dixie cups. Haven't had those in a long time. That was a flashback. All right, and then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to mix up my paints because I don't have pre-mixed or pre-pour paints like this. This, for instance, is a pre-mixed pouring acrylic by Master's Touch. I don't have any of those right now. I've used them up, and so I am just going to do this. I purchased, they were $2.99 each at Hobby Lobby, this Anita's acrylic craft paint, and you can use most any of the acrylic paints. And a lot of times it'll tell you on the back if you can. And then I also have this, what they call Artesian pouring medium, which I also, I did have a 40% coupon off at Hobby Lobby. I went ahead and bought this, and then these extra paints, big bottles, because I figured in the end it's going to be cheaper, not to mention the acrylics that I already own. So I decided to go that route then again. And if I find any sales on premix, I'm sure I'll go with those at sometime too, but you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out 3 colors. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go with this royal blue, and I'm going to go with let's see, the royal blue, and I'm going to go with this, gosh, it's always so hard. Royal blue and yellow and some black, okay? And you want to make sure that your paint is going to be a certain consistency, and that's where this pouring medium comes in, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to get these mixed up. So we'll take some of this blue, and of course I should have opened these. Oh, these don't have the things. Usually they have. Oh, I also forgot to mention one other thing. You'll need popsicle sticks or stirrers. I have these wood coffee stirrers here at home already, so I'm just using those, because those will work just as good as anything else, since all we're doing is mixing. So I'll grab a few of those out. All right, and so, and I also have, and this is if you want cells in your paint, and cells are, let's see if I can show you here on one of my paintings. Cells are, is this, where's it at here? See these little round, like dots that get in here into the paint? That's what you call cells, and they can get really interesting looking, trust me. And I like cells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put like 2 to 3 drops of the cell medium in the cup, okay? And this is a master's touch as well. And I managed to lose the lid to it. No idea what I did with it. Of course, shake up the paint. And I'm going to put some of that in the bottom. And it's pretty thin already, so we might not have to do too terribly much to it. We will see. Sorry, you guys, rocking the camera here. This bottle is big, and it's not exactly the, it's kind of heavy. So I'm going to pour some of that in there. I'm not for sure how much I'll need just yet, because I've never mixed this myself. So let's go ahead and we'll mix it up with, and you need to mix it up really good, and we'll see what it does. And it looks like it kind of changed the color of my paint a little bit. Oh yeah, that's way too thick still. Okay, all right, hang on. So I'm going to put a little bit more of a generous amount. And I really don't know to tell you how much to put in there. It's just more or less, I eyeball everything. I'm just that way. That's with measuring anything. I don't care if it's from paints to book pages to whatnot. It's just, I always do it by eye. And so I'll show you the consistency of it so you can kind of figure out, and then you can just, when you mix it, you'll know, hey, that looks about right. And I might have like way too much blue to throw on this thing, but we'll see. All right. Okay, it's getting close. I hope I don't run out of cup. Might have should have put just a little bit less of the acrylic in there, but I'm hoping this takes care of it, because I don't have any bigger cups, though I guess I could pour some of it out. And I got to remember to do some things by my right hand, you guys. I am left-handed, so a lot of times I'll forget, and then I'll want to keep doing it with my left hand. Yeah, that's not even near thin enough. Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to go ahead. Like I said, beginner here. I'm going to pour half of it out of that cup so that I have more room to mix this, and it's getting close. And this can get pretty pricey, I know that. But it's so much fun. So much fun. All right. Oh, that's much better. See, it's more runny, how it runs real fast. Much better. Okay, so we're going to call that one done. And then I'm going to do some of this yellow. But I am going to, oh, this is weird. Okay, I'm going to do some of this yellow, and I'm just going to I'm going to do a lot less than what I did with the blue because it took so much more to mix it up. I'm trying to do all this right-handed here so you can see. Grab me a different stir. Get me some arm exercise. All right. And I'm going to add a little bit of that cell medium. A few drops of that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You want it kind of soupy, but not a thick soup, a thin soup. All right, and then let's see, what else was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do some black, so I got to get another cup out. Do that real quick. And I guess you really wouldn't have to stir it up or shake it up, just for the simple fact you're going to be mixing it anyway. So like I said, I'm just putting a little bit in there now. Live and learn, guys. Live and learn. Like I said, I've never mixed this before, so this is an experiment. And I have been watching so many different YouTube videos on people doing this. And some of these things that people do are just so fascinating. And I cannot wait to get my hands even more into it and just do some more fabulous things with it, which I will show you once I master it. Or maybe just for fun, get on and try it too. You know, I mean, it's just a video, and it's not like you guys can come and get me, right? Because, all right, I'm going to a little bit more in there. Okay. All right. Make sure that was runny, and check my blue one again. Make sure it's the consistency I want it. This black just doesn't seem as runny. Maybe it's just me. Or how it's running off the stir, but I can tell it's very liquidy. Okay. All right. So then what I'm going to do, so that I don't have to mix up anything else, I am going to take, move those out of the way. I am going to take some of my white, and I'm going to go ahead and paint over this just so that I have more movement when I do the rest of this. I'm not going to worry about doing anything special with that. And then I'm going to take my palette knife. I'm just going to spread that out. I need to add more just so I can cover the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, I need a little bit more over here. Okay. But yeah, if you don't want to like spend a bunch of money on a whole bunch of different products, I mean, you're more than welcome to just, if you're not for sure what you're going to think of it, just go ahead and get one of the kits. Like I said, it was in one of my videos. It was from last week or the week before, and it was a Master's Touch kit. But you can get all kinds of different kits on Amazon or from Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's. Just pick one up and you can try, and you'll basically get the gist of it. So, okay. That looks like I've got everything that I want there. All right. And have paper towels, guys. Lots and lots of paper towels, because you will need it. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe off that knife. Try to keep some of my surface around here, not a bunch of stuff all over it. I'll have it all over me, guys, by the time I'm done. I promise you that. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I will get rid of the sticks out of here, and I'm going to pour them individually on the canvas. And you can either pour them all at once in one cup or individually, but this one we're going to do individually. So that way I can see what I've got. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with, the lightest color, and I'm going to put some of the yellow down. I'm just going to put it in the center. And I'll probably have leftovers, but and then some blue and some black. I'll do some more yellow. Like I said, you can add up to like, you can do like 6, 7 colors, you know, just depends on how big your canvas is. Okay, oops. And this will make a mess too, you guys. So I'm just pouring it on top of each other, taking turns, and I'm putting it in a circle. And see, and then of course another thing that I forgot to tell you about was the plastic that you put down. You need plastic too. So I was, like I said, been painting a room, so I have a big old roll of it, and I don't know where it came from. My husband had gotten it, so I don't have anything to write down what it was, but you can find it, I'm sure, any of those places I named and more. Now, if you look really close, see all the bubbles right here? That's what you call cells. So there's already cells starting to appear here, which is really, really super cool. All right, so now I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to move this around. And that's all you do is you move it around however direction you want. I'm going to kind of just go like this. And you're going to want it to go over the edges too. But yeah, see, I've got like tons and tons of paint right there, guys, that I don't need, because this is a small canvas, but that's all right. And it's going to get everywhere, but that's all right. So I can always put another piece of plastic over it. You should see my friend's house. She's got this huge basement, and we have just made a god-awful mess with some of this stuff. We've had the best time, though, and her brother actually made us one of those wheels. If you ever seen anybody take their canvases and put them on a wheel and spin them, which I don't have one, but her brother actually made her one, and it is like really super cool. It's just a lot of fun. It's funny. Actually, you should have seen us spinning around. There's paint flying everywhere. By no means are we not messy. All right, there's a lot of blue on this end. I'm going to try to, let me see if I can turn it around so you can see it. Get some of this blue gone here. Mix some more in with it. I don't want to have just like a big chunk of blue. There we go. All right, and then you can always take your finger too and get the edges of it. It's not going to hurt anything. And then over here, I need some more on this edge, which I can actually just pick up some from the bottom here and put it in there. It's fine. All right, so let me go ahead and there we go. So it looks pretty cool, don't it? And like I said, you can see the cells. Okay, and another thing you can do if you want to promote more cells, you can use a torch, and I will show you how to do that, but I'm going to do it in a different canvas. I'm not going to do it with this one. This one's going to probably just keep developing cells as it dries and such, so I think it looks pretty cool. And the more colors you get to play with, the more action you're going to get on here and stuff. So I'm going to set that one off to the side to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe off my hands because of course I do have it all over it. I didn't bother painting my nails because I figured I'd do it here tonight doing this, and just gonna try to sop some of that up real quick. And then I'm going to put just another little piece of plastic over it so that see, look at that. Told you I was messy. By no means a professional. And these professionals, I swear, their place looks really good when they do theirs, and mine's like everywhere. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to cut off a little itty bitty piece so I don't get the paint on that new one that I'm putting down. If I can find my scissors. There we go. There's my scissors. Just a little piece. Like I said, I have an overabundance of this because I have been redoing the house and painting all my rooms. There we go. It's better. No, little pieces over there ain't going to make a difference. All right, so the next one we're going to do, and we might use some more of those colors, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 5x7. All right, and on this one, I'm going to show you a different technique. And it is a method where you can blow it with a straw. And it kind of comes out pretty cool. So we'll do that. And got to be nice and windy, which I am. So, all right, there we go. There's one of our canvases. I'm going to hurry and take some of this tape, and I'm going to just tape the back of it real quick. It's okay to get some of it on there. It's not a big deal. It's just that you want most of it not to be on there. You know, nobody really wants to buy a painting with a bunch of slop all over the back of it, so I'm just going to go right straight across. There we go. And one more should do it. Here we go. Here. Okay. So we got that there. Go ahead and cut some of that. Hang on here. I don't want it hanging out. And once again, this has also been primed and everything, so you don't have to do anything with it. All right. And then I am going to pick some different colors, and then I might even coordinate some of the other colors in with it. So let's go ahead and get some more cups out. Set that over to the side. And let's see here. Let's do some green. Put a little bit of green in the bottom, just enough to like cover the bottom. Should be plenty. From what I have learned here this evening. And then I have got some Royal Fuchsia. Like I said, all these are the Anita's all-purpose acrylics from Hobby Lobby. And I got them for $2.99 each. All right, cover the bottom with that one. And let's see what other color we want to do. We already have the dark blue. Let's see, let's do some of this Coral Cove. And cover the bottom with that. And then we will add in our pouring medium. And I'm going to go like to the middle of that cup with it. Okay, good enough. Let's see what it does. And then I also want to add in my cells. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's supposed to be 3. Probably 4 or 5 got in it, but we'll see. All right, so then we're going to mix them up. Once again, we got this pretty green. Leaf green is what it's called. Doesn't look like green though, does it? I don't know. It doesn't look like green to me in the video. It doesn't, but looking directly at it, it's green. I don't know why that does that sometimes. Okay. Yep, that's perfect. All right, and then we've got the fuchsia. Make sure to get it all mixed up. Here we go. Okay, that one's right. And then we've got our coral. And then don't forget, we have our yellow and our blue and our black already pre-mixed, so we can use some of that as well. All right, and then after we do this one, then I will do one where I do the torch, and I will also do it where we do it all in one cup. So I'll have to grab a cup for that. Okay, is that good enough? Yep. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's get these sticks out of here. And like I said, it's already pre-gessoed, so you really don't have to put any more white on it if you don't want to. Okay, that's completely up to you. All right. Okay. Now we are going to, I'm going to just make a strip. So I'm going to make a strip of green down like that. I'm going to make a strip on top of it of the coral. And then the fuchsia. And then I'm going to throw in some blue. And some black. And some yellow. Okay, and I'm going to do it again. So I want more on it. Green, coral, pink. There's no wrong way or right way to pour it. Pink. I don't know what I did now. Blue, and yellow and black. Yellow and black. Okay. All right. So then we got those on there. And then you can move your paint around by blowing it with a straw. Okay. So that's kind of fun as well. Notice there is a little black cell there. There's a little cell forming there. There, and when you blow it, it'll probably mix them too, but let's see here. Okay, so okay, you want to cover everything here. Make sure it goes over the edges. And you can always pick it up and turn it and move it around too, which I'm going to do a little bit. Because you don't have to blow the whole entire time. And I'm going to get that to go down the side. And then you can see what you think of it. And if you don't like it, you can always do some more blowing on it. Okay. And just up there. Okay, so I'm going to put that down and run my finger over here and get some of the paint on the sides. It should be there. All right, I'm going to get some of this yellow moved around. And there's like layers and layers under each, underneath everything. So go ahead and have some go down the side there so I can get that all over there. All right, and let's see, am I happy with that? Let's just see what I want to do. I'm going to go like this. So I can get that all over the sides like I want to. All right, and then this side over here is missing quite a lot. So, and then after a while, you'll probably start running out of paint as you're moving it around like this and it starts coming off. Okay. And you can even dip it into the paint that's already there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. That just way you get it all over everything, so you get it completely covered. If it didn't go over the sides and you're running out of paint, you can do that too. So, all right, so I am going to leave this one at that. I am happy with that. You guys like that one? And as it sits, it'll probably start to form some more cells, which it actually already is. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's some little ones there and some little ones here. There's a big one there. So it just depends. All right, and I'm going to move that off to the side so that we can do another one. And I'm going to go ahead and move it over here. And I'll just keep it on that piece that I already had. And move it over here. There we go. Moving my candle. Okay. Go ahead and take this out from under here. That looks messy. So you can see it better. Okay. So, here. Okay. Ah, I'm getting my other stuff on there. Okay. Alrighty. Like I said, it's very, very, very messy. Okay. Now I will do a bigger one. I think this is going to be all right. Let's see here. Alrighty. Cut me one more piece. I just want you guys to see everything where it looks really nice, like in a, where it's nice and white and pure and clean when we start it. So, all right, so let's go ahead and we will take one of the 8x10s. this one, I was going to do it all in one big cup, but I didn't bring any big cups in with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour each color of paint in this strainer. And I will show you here in a minute how I'm going to do that. Okay. I don't know where it is where you're at, but it is snowing here at my house, and I just seen a car outside my window. So if my dog starts barking, it's the pizza guy here. So if you hear that, that's exactly what's going on. Made the poor pizza guy come out in the bad weather, which is just right down the street, but still. I didn't want to go out in it. But no worries, we're tipping him big, so he'll be a happy camper. This is just a pain in the butt to do. Tape this, guys. It's like not very good at it either. Like I said, I just don't want to get most of it on there, and I'll probably put a new backing and stuff on it. If I go to sell it, it will be, I'll have it real nice in the back, so that they don't get a paint pour that's got stuff all over the back of it. So, all right. This is just to prevent from as much as possible getting all over the whole shooting match. Okay. Now what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to actually, I don't think I'm going to pour it in like this. I'm going to pour it over the top of this and see what it does. Okay. So let's see, what else do I got? Let's see. I've already got this right here, this pre-mixed Master's Touch Red. So I'm going to use some of it since I have it. And then what I've already have pre-mixed, so let's see what happens. All right, and I actually have, let's see here, I'm going to do some of this Island Blue too real quick. Let me mix up some of that. I'm going to have to use one of my little cheapy cups. Well, actually, you know what? I don't have to do that either. I'm going to use one of my Dixie cups. One of my little cute Dixie cups from like Flash or Blast from the Past. And some people might even still use them. Oh, that's cute, Judy. Put the wrong cap on them. All right. And some of the pouring medium. And let me get that whipped up real quick, and we'll get on with doing this one here. So we're starting to get into 43 minutes. All right, you got to hold on to these good, guys, because they want to squish. Squish together. Oh, my goodness. How funny. Dixie cups might not have been the best idea, but, you know, work with what you got. And I definitely wouldn't mix too hard. You don't want to poke through the bottom of it either. I don't think they're not as strong as they used to be, guys. They're not. It says throwback pack on there, but I don't remember them being this flimsy. Seriously, they're what they're made for, but it just seems like they had like that waxy bottom, and that doesn't have this, and it's just way different. Okay. All right. So let's start off with, let's start off with getting stuff all over it. Okay. Let's do with a little bit of blue. And pour that all over the top. And then let's do some of the fuchsia. And we'll pour some of that on the top. Let me get my hand out of the way again. See, I told you guys. Left-handed, and I get it all over the place. All right, and then we'll put some green. And we'll put some of the blue. And we'll do some yellow. I'll go ahead and drip some all over each side here. I might should have got that one a little bit thicker. Okay. I'm going to put some black around this, the outside of it, just around the ring. Just because I want to. And a little bit on top. I don't know if it'll make it through the thing or not, but we'll see. All right, and then we're going to put in some red. Let's see what that does. I do want to put some more yellow in there, but it doesn't seem like I have it. It seemed like as it got more closer to the bottom, it was too thick again, so I'm going to try to add some more to this and make it a little thinner while it's sitting there. Okay, and we're going to pour some yellow over it. Okay, so we got that. And let's see, we're going to throw some, where's my blue at? I had that extra blue. So let's pour some of that blue around on my black. And you can see it's starting to come out too. And I might put some more red around the outside. And so I'm just playing around. I'm just adding whatever I want. I have no idea what it's going to look like. That's what I like to do. But in the future, I'm going to start watching ones to try to get more ideas of how to have things turn out certain ways. So I'm wondering if I have enough on here yet. I haven't used any of this. I don't know that. We'll see. I don't know that I like that color on there, but we'll find out. It'll either ruin it or it won't. We'll see. I'm going to put some more green. Might as well use everything up, right? Get it going. And the fuchsia. And some more of this blue. Yep. Yeah, you guys don't use Dixie cups. This thing is way too flimsy. It's driving me crazy. Look at this, you guys. I mean, I'm about ready to just drop it all over the place. All right. I'm letting that spread out a little bit. It looks really cool, guys. Now, if I don't mess it up here, I'm hoping not. I'm going to try really hard not to, guys. We're going to see what happens here. I'm going to pick it up here, move it around, and then we're going to might torch it. I'm wanting to try to torch it. I have like a torch right here. It's a little overkill. It's my husband's, but my little torch I had that I normally would use is out of gas, guys. So we won't be using that. All right, let's see how this one turns out, guys. And I was going to do a smaller one too, but I think we're kind of getting a little down to the nitty gritty. It's getting really late, and I got the pizza waiting. But anyway, isn't that cool, guys? Let's see if I can bring it up even further too. Isn't that pretty? I wonder if I can just kind of move it around like this first, and then I'll lift up that wire drain that is actually for a sink. And I see people use those all the time. And the only thing that I liked about this one is it was the littler wire squares, and it wasn't this, and it was just different from the ones I always see. So I want to kind of get this moved around. Oh, it's just really super cool, guys. I think this might be my favorite one of the whole night. And the more expensive paint you get, the better it does work. I like the Master's Touch, but, you know, it's pretty pricey. And with the way I buy crafts, I have to kind of get it when I get it on sale, and they just had it on sale at Hobby Lobby, and of course, guess what? I missed it. I missed the sale. I was so upset when I got there to go buy some more, and that's when I ended up going with the Anitas, because I figured, well, I mean, it'll work too. It's just, I just really like the other ones better. All right. let's see here. Alrighty. And oh, it's starting to move by itself. Or was that just me looking? Oh, it is. I guess it is moving. The cup is moving. The cup is moving with it. I'm just going to let it move with it. All right. And we'll go that way. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I see what it's doing too. It's got that black in it. Okay. Let's see if I can hold that down and go ahead and get this side to come down. Because there is more in that cup. All right, there we go. And okay. Let's see if I can move it around like this and see what it does. Get all the rest of the stuff out of the bottom of it. Okay. Get some of that off the bottom of it. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, now it looks like it's got too much red on it, guys. I want some more in it. So you know what? It doesn't hurt to add some more to it. So I'm going to do this so that there is some extra color to it, because I'm just not happy with all that red. Might have overdone it a little bit with the red. So I'm just going to add some different little things around on it. Definitely will not hurt anything. Just make it more colorful. And then I'll torch it. How about that? We'll just torch it anyway. I'll add my goodies, the rest of these goodies onto here as much as I can get out of it. And we will torch it and see what happens. It was just starting to get kind of muddy there, and I wasn't liking that much. Wasn't liking that. It started out really good, and I think it just muddied it too much. All right. Let's do it to it. All right. And there. And get this covered right there. In that corner. Make sure I got everything all covered. Okay. All right, here we go. I think we got everything on all sides. Right there. Right there. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, now I'm going to use the torch, guys, and mix this other stuff around. And you don't want to put it right directly on the paint. You want it to go over the top by a few, like 5 inches or so. So I'm going to stand up for this so I don't get it too close. Oop. You can see a bunch of the dots pop up too. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, started making some cells right through here. You can see that. And I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. And I'm going to move it around a little bit more. You really want that other stuff to mix in there a little bit more. The colors that I did. And I can always take my straw too and blow. So it's going to be pretty colorful. There we go. All right. So that is going to be our last one. So we have that one right there, which will look better and better as it dries. And then, let's see if I can move here without messing it up. I can pick this up a little bit. It's going to probably mess up my edges a little bit, but I can always fix it. Well, shoot, guys. That is not how I wanted it to be here. Okay, so there's the other one that we did right here. And then the other one, I can move my camera up here. There it is, right there. That blue one over there. If I could just wish I could get it closer. Let's see, with my candle here. Let me see if I can't bring it closer here so I can show you. This one turned out really, really nice. This might be my favorite one. So we've got that. And we've got this one, and then we've got this one. And that one, I'm not, I don't know. I'm just not real happy with this one yet, but we'll see what can be done with it. It's just got so many colors on it, and just not for sure that I'm real big on it. See, look at the sides. Let me take this part up here and get rid of it. And put it down so you can see it a little bit better without the mess all around it. Makes it look a little bit better. So yeah, and so I think that should be good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit with the torch one more time, see if I can get a couple more cells onto it. Give it a little bit more character, so that way I might like it a little bit better. Okay. All right. We shall see. So I will go ahead and the next time when I pop on here, I will show you guys these all completely done and what they look like once they've dried. And then that way you can see what we do with them then, because what we'll have to do is once they dry, a lot of times people will put resin over them. I cannot put resin over them for the simple fact my husband is actually allergic to epoxy. So I don't get to play with resin. So I will just use a matte acrylic spray over it to keep it safe and nice. I'm going to move that in so you can see it better. So yeah. So those are the ones we came up with, guys. And I hope you had fun doing this with me. I definitely got messy. But I don't know. They turned out pretty good. Like I said, I prefer these two, and I'm not real big on that. It's got like a lot of red in it, but you can always play around with it and add and, you know, pour it off and stuff before it gets dry. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is, and I hope you had fun with me. I will, like I said, put down in the description box the things that I did use today, and thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.